P?
That
It
is.
Oh.
Right over her head. Just right over.
This is what happens when I don't have a penis, guys.
And the first thing
What
that's
happens
on
when
this
you do
recording,
have
having a penis.
Whoops. I can always edit.
I'm not going to.
But why would you?
Can't edit out gems like that.
That's right. That'd be like editing out the zombie groan that Carrick made. That's just, no, that's classic, man.
It's fucking canon.
That's right. Okay, so, when we last left off, Kirik was actually getting cozy with Joseph and trying to find some more stuff out, as I recall. You know what, let me just pull up the YouTube video, because I uploaded it today.
Oh yeah, we're still... Did we finish talking with Mavura?
I don't know. Let me pull it up.
I know I'm out stumbling around in the woods in the dark, being all mopey and shit.
Meta, you talked to someone
Fucking
warning you about
emo.
danger.
Planes are like beyond that. They're a layer outside of that.
You don't know that.
Past that.
Meta, I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that. Way to ruin.
What?
Way to ruin the
Zuzu!
metagame.
I'm
Spoilers.
sorry! What, you guys don't remember that?
This is what
Yeah.
happens when she doesn't have a penis.
Oh,
Loose lips, plots.
shit. Sorry, guys. You didn't hear anything.
But
I can't believe
if I
guess-
recall, like I had to like disappear for like 10 minutes while we were talking to
Okay.
Mavura, and then apparently shit happened.
Yeah.
Okay,
about
so
planes.
actually the last thing that happened is you guys were talking to Mavura, and she warned you about strange things happening with the plane of fire. Fire elementals were wandering outside of the plane of fire into the plane of water, into other planes, places where they shouldn't be. They, like, her and the other people, well, people on the water plane kind of are of the opinion that the fire plane might be collapsing, or there's something wrong with it that's causing the creatures on the fire plane to flee. And I think Elethyss had noted that it sounded really really close to the propaganda scroll.
Yeah. There was something that she had said that would bring about the end of all magic or something.
Yes.
And I was like, wait a second, I've heard that before.
Yep.
It would damage the ability for fire magic to be conjured on the material plane.
And it made me very suspicious, because Ethereans don't like arcane magic, and yet it appears that they're threatening the use of crazy arcane magic to destroy magic.
Right, anything to achieve their overall goal.
But it would end up being a question of how they would go about doing something like that, because they don't really have any arcane magicians.
Yep. Yeah, I think somebody had a knowledge roll, either that or I just gave it to you, that it is not possible in this world to do that kind of damage to a plane, especially an elemental plane, with divine magic. It just does not have that ability.
Cycle, I think you rolled that.
Yep, that's my plane.
Yeah.
So it may well be that the Ethereans have sort of a, dance with the devil type of thing going on.
Sounds exactly like they have a dance with
So
the
like
devil going on.
fiddles. Devil went down to.
Georgia.
Yep.
OnStar.
I was trying to think of what town we were in. But yeah, OnStar.
Well, you're in Blackwall Keep right now, but yeah.
Now I know what it's called.
Yep.
Wait, did we not know what this
You
place was
didn't
called?
know? You lived here.
You sure didn't
Saveric
know.
knew. Like,
Yeah.
Saveric
Oh.
would know. But
Yes, Savaric knows
Tanner.
what this place is called, but no one else does.
Tanner didn't know.
We're a mercenary land.
We just know that this is where the Reisenjager lives.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna do
Here be
something.
monster hunters.
I'm not sure, DM, if you'll allow this, but I'm gonna sleep.
Okay. I mean, that seems fair.
Yeah, I didn't really have anything. I don't really know what to contribute to this.
So Mavura just sort of looks around while you guys are all thinking and mulling over what you were just told. Sounds a little bit like this guy is falling into the world kind of stuff. She just looks you over and says, "Is there anything else?"
Mm, remind me. I believe I told her about Zyrul contacting me eventually. Did she say anything about that?
Not that I recall. What was the question?
I think I told her that Zyrul would contact me with more information if once he found it.
Found
About
what?
the plane. He was supposed to be looking for information on the whereabouts of her sisters and stuff.
Yeah, the other shards. Okay, so she says that's good news. She looks forward to being reunited with them.
Are they also water elementals, or are they of different elements?
My sisters are all water, yes.
Can't you contact them in your world then?
Yeah.
They're not within the water plane. They are within the shards. They are not able to leave the material plane. Um, let me explain this in meta a little bit better, because I'm not sure how to word it in character. Basically, the shards act like tiny little prisons.
And until I open the prison, they're trapped.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Oh, it's so sad.
Well, I mean, it's like a little piece of the water plane. Like, think of it like a genie lamp, I
Like a
guess.
fishbowl.
Sure.
Okay.
You're a water elemental
just
used to
the
living
same.
in the grand plane of water, turned into the material world, and now you're trapped in a small little genie lamp,
I'm just
stuck in the
gonna put-
material plane.
I'll put a little
Colossal
seashell
cosmic
in
power.
there,
Itty
and a
bitty living
little-
space.
Space.
little bit of plant. It's just exactly like it.
Took the bubble treasure chest.
Okay. Well, I can't think of anything else to talk to Mavura about right now. Let's see, she doesn't want to help us with combat situations, I recall. So, yeah.
She offers to help you the next time you have an altercation, because she gets the sense that something big is coming.
Well,
That's
we
awesome.
are about to go defend a city in our world.
I see.
So
How could you assist?
how would you be able to assist us? Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah. I'm not underestimating your powers. I'm just curious.
She kind of looks at Xanthem and cocks her head sideways and just, would you require a demonstration?
Yes, please.
Squirt gun.
I
Hell yeah.
hesitate and then I'm like,
Hydroblast.
What kind
She
of
turned-
demonstrate?
I say I'm not the guinea pig though.
She's a Blastoise.
I'm asleep.
So,
I'm just saying.
gosh. Okay, so with that, she starts to just sort of melt into a puddle on the floor, and she moves over to Xanthem, and
goodness.
you, Xanthem, you feel your ankles being grabbed by a puddle of water at your feet.
Oh, this is really weird.
What's your CMD?
It's loading.
I believe in you, Xanthan.
It's slowly loading.
It's defenses.
Ah, it's a 22. CMD?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, 22.
Okay. So she pulls you down to the ground. You fall prone.
Shit.
I'm actually very impressed by
Splash.
this, because my CMD is nowhere near that high, and I totally would have fallen. I'm not a fighter.
Yeah, you see Xanthem kind of struggle with her feet for a bit before she topples over.
Very impressive, Mavura.
I sleep very impressively.
Impressively or impressed? 'Cause there's a big
Impressively.
difference.
Both, I
Epic
think.
sleep.
He's majestic in his sleep choices.
Sleep. Gotcha.
Well,
Well-
I'm absolutely speechless, and I say, well, that's awesome.
Is that sufficient?
That is more than sufficient.
I thought
Thanks.
it best to not damage your forms.
Thank you. I
appreciate
appreciate
you
it.
not hurting Xanthem. And we may require your assistance, but I will be hesitant to call on you unless the need is great, as your secret may be more important to your safety.
That could well be.
I apologize for underestimating your powers.
She nods at you, and you think you might be able to see a smile, but it's hard to tell because she's all watery and indeterminate form.
Yeah, so I think with that, I tell her that if she'd like, she can go back to her crystal, because we need to get some rest.
Very well. And you see her
As-
just sort of turn into a puddle and like absorb back into the crystal with a flash of blue light. What were you gonna say, Savaric?
My character sheet is kind of messed up. It's weird. Like it's got I was just looking at my CMD for comparison, and it's got it all messed up. My AC's all messed up. Yeah. Weird.
Messed up as in how?
Like it's a lot lower than what it
If
should
you
be.
look at there's an attention drop down that says to hit the recalc checkbox to the right to refresh auto-calculated attributes. They should only need to be done once and could take up to 10 seconds. I guess they updated the character sheet because they patched some new things into Roll20.
I just kind of ignored that note, but should I do that too?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
I'll do it for Kirik since he's not here.
They made a lot of changes to the character sheet.
Yep. One of the biggest ones is now your repeating attacks can be dragged down to your macro bar.
That's cool. Not that I have those, but it's cool for those of you who do.
Yeah, the fighters do.
Mhm.
Alchemist does too, actually. Yeah, Xanthem and the Alchemist both have them too. Because
Yep.
rapid shot.
Yep.
Xanthem's a fighter. She
Mhm.
gets it.
It's true. Did that fix it, Savaric?
Not quite yet.
Why you break game?
Because when it's his turn, he'll be like, so better now than later, right?
Yeah, better now than when we're in combat. Good catch.
Uh-huh. Hit the recalc checkbox to the right to refresh auto calculator. This should only need 10 ones. Up to 10. Appears to not have changed. Well, that's partially better. Got my CMD right. AC's still.
Annie Hoozle.
I do agree with Elethyss that we shouldn't bring her out unless, like, direly necessary. Mavura.
Should be our ace in the hole.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm just worried about who might want to
Steal
take her.
Yeah. Night night.
To your knowledge, it's one of the largest shards too.
Yeah, it's
Is that
kind of
meta?
big important thing, and I'm the only one she trusts, except for she trusts our whole team now because of me. But like,
No, he knows that.
Oh. Making all the friends in the group.
So, Savaric, you're roaming around outside.
I've propped myself up against a tree. And just
Still
kind of
being emo.
sitting out there.
Contemplating his
In the darkness.
existence.
Yep.
moping about his existence, more like it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're not gonna come in and sleep?
You can't talk to him.
I know.
He's probably
Meta?
gonna just pass out
She's
outside.
just saying that generally, just to the world, just to the world.
She's like talking to herself. It's like, is that
Staring out the window. He's not gonna come in and sleep.
Yeah, I'm being a creeper.
Are you gonna come in and sleep? Standing at the window with binoculars.
Well, I mean, her and Savaric is like the little arrow in the butt thing. Like, I think there's something going on
Zoomed
there.
in on his butt.
I know. What?
She's
I
not even
think-
talking to Savaric, she's talking to his
Bow,
butt. She's
wow.
like, not gonna come in and sleep?
Xanthem's got a thing for the Savaric butt.
Oh my
Well, who
gosh.
doesn't?
It's all
honestly?
that leather.
Oh yeah.
It probably would be leather as old as you are.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, sick burn.
I need to. Yeah, gonna need some topical cream for that.
Not even the DM
wicked
can heal
burn.
that burn.
The DM supplied that burn.
I'm gonna have to abandon
Just
my
saying.
gods after that.
So,
Gonna be even more emo.
I take it that Elethyss and Xanthem rest.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, we'll say Qari concludes his business with Joseph. He'll probably have to inform me what that was going to be when he gets back.
They're just cleaning.
I think he was just cleaning,
Hard.
like, he was
When
trying to
it's
learn
hard.
more about Joseph, I believe, but
Yeah, I think he was trying to get on Joseph's good side and, you know, become friends.
He's gonna argue about the stew for another 3 hours.
Uh-huh.
oh my goodness.
I'm
Okay,
gonna do a couple weapon test attacks just to make sure that's all good. Don't mind me.
so you're hitting the tree because you're angry at life?
Sure.
I love this, that you're just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna start hitting a tree with my sword.
I'm meta testing. I'm not just.
I'm putting it into the game. It's a
This
thing.
canon now.
Well,
Would it be loud
nothing
enough to wake
happens.
me up?
Like, I mean, no ability found, so I'm basically just no. Fuck.
I don't know how to
Fucking
use
barking
it.
at the tree.
He's like hitting the tree with the blunt side of his sword, like crying as it hits.
Oh my gosh. Alright. So you all fall asleep. I would say that, let's see. What would I have you guys roll? Ooh, let's do a wisdom check.
Excellent. I like wisdom checks. the one thing I'm good at.
Oh my gosh. Yep, the one thing you're good at.
Damn it! I
Right.
hate you guys. You just naturally roll better than me. Like, wisdom is my one mod that I have things in, and everyone just rolls better than me.
Dude, don't feel bad, man. I have +0 to wisdom.
I've got +3 to wisdom. I hate you.
Yeah.
So, I guess everyone has this dream then. You all see. Well, let me roll for Kirik too, actually.
Do I need to roll?
Not unless you're asleep.
Yeah, I'm asleep.
Okay, then yeah.
Passed out in the yard.
Savaric is asleep. Tanner is playing with Savaric.
Whoa.
Wow!
Oh.
Whoa.
So Tanner is
Huh.
Savaric's god, and
Giggity, giggity,
now
goo.
is playing with Savaric. I would feel very violated.
Okay, well, I guess Kirik doesn't have this dream at all.
Ooh. That's what happens when you're not here, Kirik.
Okay, well, Tanner, you'll know whether or not you have the dream when you make your roll.
Yeah.
You all see a very familiar looking face, and it is Qari, the missing sorceress.
Hooray.
You see flame ripple over her body, and she shifts to become far more human looking, but she's shrieking in agony as this happens.
Oh, that sounds awful. She's being burnt alive.
And the dream ends with her sitting up, and the flames haven't subsided. And her screams still echo in your head.
Can we, like, change our dream to make it happy? Like those people were able to change?
It's not a
Can I roll a
lucid
forget
dream,
check?
no.
Oh.
Can I roll a forget check?
I
What
just wish I wasn't so wise.
would that be? A will save?
I'm
Yeah.
joking.
I don't think that would be a will save.
That
I
sounds
would wake up from
awful.
this dream and realize that, oh my god, the
They're doing witch
purification.
burning.
It's not witch burning, they're purifying her.
Setting flames on her. Right?
She's losing her magic. Because if you recall, Qari is, throws fireballs.
Right.
Let's RP this correctly. You all wake up from your dream at the same time.
At the same time,
Ah, I'm so shaken.
Ah,
guys, I just had a horrible dream.
I did too.
What was your dream about?
I would call it horrible.
Oh, well, I guess things don't scare you as much.
What was your
Yeah.
dream, Cycle? It sounds like yours was different than
Yeah.
ours by a
Yeah,
lot.
it sounds like you guys had a really bad dream. Mine was of Qari burning alive.
That's
My
what
jaw
mine
drops.
was. Why is
Oh.
that not a bad dream, Cycle?
I just
Qari
start
is a friend of
glaring.
ours.
I go back
got
to sleep. I immediately pretend to be asleep.
I
Bluff?
shake my head.
Okay,
Bluff.
I'm doing it.
Well. Oh!
Ooh.
I know you're not sleeping. Get the fuck up, Cycle. What are you talking about? How is that not a bad dream?
Alright, I feel like we've used this bit. I just, hey, people get burned alive. It just happens. It's just something that happens,
But
particularly around me. But I'm not saying that I'm the one that.
I guess that makes sense. Still, it's
Not the first time I've seen somebody be burned alive. Come on.
pretty rough that it's our friend, nonetheless.
Mm-hmm. I'd be devastated if you were burned alive.
I don't think
well,
he
you're a
would
good
say
person.
the same. Zari's anthem.
That's
Something versus.
I sigh.
Yeah, it's whatever. But yeah, I think that this might have something to do with what Mavura was talking about. If you guys recall,
The imbalance of the planes, and this is the consequence, or
well, Qari is she uses fire magic, and the plane of fire is
right?
possibly falling apart.
That's true.
We just had this horrible dream. Did you not have it too, Kirik?
Huh.
I,
Well,
I
why did we have it and not you?
it's possible that something about the disease that you have has blocked you from having this kind of dream.
Hey, did Morinky have the
Or
dream too?
he just wasn't in touch with it.
That, or maybe he.
Morky. I mean, Morky is me, so I feel like he would have had or not had it according to whether I
I'm
did.
pretty sure his knowledge is based on your knowledge, so if you had the dream, he had the dream. If you didn't have the dream, he didn't have the dream.
Mm.
For Marky, at least.
So is she being Mavura protecting him?
No,
No,
Qari.
Qari.
Qari. Uh-huh.
Kirik believes that Qari probably sent this dream since you all felt it. Or at least that's what Kirik believes. And he thinks that she's protecting him from it because she likes him.
Hmm.
Well, you do have a thing for her. If she has a thing back, then that's definitely what
But I
could
feel
be.
like this would send him having him more drive to like try to find her and save her and all that cool jazz. Instead of protecting.
Is there like I am gonna cast detect magic and see if I can identify
Nonetheless, the
whether or
dream is
not the dream
awful, and what
was
can we do about
magically
it?
induced.
There is no magic currently in place.
Knowledge Arcana?
Give it a shot.
You could see if you know of any magic that is capable of delivering.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Okay. Well, let me look this up and see if there is anything, and if not, I'll make something up.
I know that I have a spell that can do something like that, so.
I'm looking for like Dream Send or something.
I have a Dream Speak thing, I think. Or Dream Messenger. An iterated one.
Oh, actually, there's just a spell called Dream. Well, you believe that this was delivered to you by something very similar to a dream spell. Which you know to be very high level magic.
I go, seems like that. I think that since we all had this dream, it was probably sent to all of us. It's a very high level magical dream spell.
Is Qari capable of that kind of magic? That seems really advanced. I mean,
It seems frightening. It's like, isn't it a foreshadowing?
She seems pretty strong.
That, or if it's happening to her right now, and that sucks. And we probably won't get to her in time.
Don't doubt yourself. We can do it. I believe in us.
Oh yeah. I heard all them cheering that one.
Well, I believe in myself through you.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Whispered to Cycles. Good plan. I think that if you had been any more upset by this, Kirik might have gotten a little discouraged.
Right.
Yes, that was my plan.
He's fragile, I whispered to Cycle.
Oh. That was my plan.
Is there any way to send back a dream so she knows that we know that we dreamed it?
Let me plumb The wells of my knowledge.
1 second. I think I might actually have a spell that does this, but I don't know the name of it, so.
It would be cool because it'd be kind of like GPS tracking in a way, but it's
What?
dream tracking. I mean, you could be sending messages through dreams, and then we could locate her quicker. And like, if we remember what the surroundings was, just besides her burning alive, like, possibly know where she's at. Reading into the dream more.
You probably have
I'll
like
allow it.
Wind Whisper or something.
Sabric's
Because Cycle has a spell called Minor Dream. Or he would if he knew it. It's on his
I'm
list.
aware that it exists.
Yeah.
I just haven't learned it.
The spell function is as Dream Spell, except the messenger must be yourself or a gnome.
back.
The message can be
Specific.
no longer than 20 words.
Can the gnome give it to the person?
How long of a word is it bit.
1 second per word. So 20 seconds of screaming.
I don't know. That depends on what kind of screamer she is, I guess.
Wow.
Is it like long sustained, or is it like small yelps?
Well, you know, all women are different.
That's true. They're all unique snowflakes, just like everyone else.
Mm-hmm. So, Savaric, I see that you're here. Did you have the same dream? Curious. I ask him.
The woman we traveled with before burning.
Yeah.
Actually, Savaric, I don't think has met Qari.
I thought
Did we
he
not?
was.
I met one of
He
them.
He met Erdana.
Yeah,
he
her
met
sister.
Erdana, yeah.
Yeah. A woman looked a lot like the one that we met.
Yes.
Yeah, she's got the hair and the face.
And the gills.
Kind of a distinctive feature of the guild.
Yeah.
Could you draw any more from the dream than what we have?
What did you get out of it?
Basically that our friend might be or is in trouble, and we need to get to her as soon as possible, and or it is too late. And a warning.
I take the same thing out of it you did. It's certainly not a good omen.
I think that it's
That's out of character
telling us
for
what's
Kirik.
happening right now. We need to get to her.
Is it? He wants to save Qari.
He wants to save Qari, but he wouldn't flee battle.
You don't think so?
I'm pretty sure he's neutral good, so he wouldn't abandon the nation. I don't think.
Well, I don't know. He may not flee. What he would do is probably hide to his best ability, kind of like an ostrich. Because every single time we go somewhere, he's always hiding behind
Imagine
something.
a 4-foot-tall raven bird sticking its head in the sand. Just its head, though. Like, literally butt up everything.
Oh my goodness.
That was hilarious.
He's gonna
I
be
do
very
think he would
happy
try
with
to
us.
save Qari first, though. So
I do agree with that
I
one, though.
would remind everyone that it is in our best interests to protect OnStar first, as we've gained the assistance of the monster hunters there,
Agreed.
and then we will work together for the threat of Bafuk, and I think that
I would
best way
remind
to
you
save
that they
Qari
haven't
is-
agreed to that yet.
They've agreed to share information with us after we've defended OnStar.
Okay, so the one thing about Kirik not fleeing is he's also part of the Mirror family, so that would really disgrace the whole family, and he wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, but he just heard about a dream where his lady friend burned alive.
Yeah.
Kirik, this is a dream. It's a message. It's not necessarily exactly what's happening. We
Right.
can't jump to conclusions based on a dream. I understand that, but the best way to share information is with a thought, like burning alive. But that doesn't mean that she's actually burning alive.
Listen, Kirik, you don't seem to be understanding. She's not you. That's not gonna happen to you. Like, I feel like you're just not reacting to this reasonably.
Plus, trying to save her, wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know if that would be really. I mean, we need to save her, but I agree with having to go on Star first because that is our main priority. And if we lose that, then we lose everything, right?
The whole world. There are a lot of innocent people that need our help in OnStar.
And stuff.
Yeah, and stuff.
That is exactly in character.
That is.
Alright, well, I say let's try to get more sleep if we can. And then.
So, I'm just noticing that Savaric hasn't healed at all, but like at this point he's probably like rested 3 days since we fought the Serpapod. And
Yeah, and he would have gained health back by now.
He's just too lazy to put his health points. He likes to be injured and wounded.
Did we rest before?
So after we
got
fought
here?
the Serpapod,
I
we
guess we
rested
did
one
rest.
day, and then we've rested
Yeah.
now 2 days. So the 2 days of healing, which is I think 10
Yeah.
healing.
You guys are level 6, right?
Oh, 6, so 12 healing.
So it'd be 12, yep.
So that'll help you a lot, since we can't heal you. Although before we fight any battles, I should at least tend to your wounds.
Mm-hmm.
I won't cast any magic, but I can at least increase the amount of healing you do from resting.
Yeah, my biz is totes boned. I'm going to have to go back through all this and redo it.
Hey, it's a Travis. 1 second.
Awesome sauce. Sorry to hear your sheet is all whacked up. Mm.
Yeah, it's all.
That's what it was. I don't actually have the ability, but if I had 15 charisma, then I would be able to use Dream as a spell once a day. That's why I
Cool.
thought I had Dream spell.
Oh, poor man.
Nice.
So his computer's turning on right now, and he'll be here shortly.
Okay.
I think we can
Sounds
call
like
it for the night.
me.
We'll just
I think we're done. All right.
We're done good, guys. We're done good. Let's wrap it up, call it a night, and
Yeah, I played a character great. Everyone did
GG.
well. 10 XP for everyone.
except
Yeah.
That was here.
because he was not here. The GM can have his XP.
Yep.
You are now a
Wait,
10 experience.
Does that mean I get to kill a character? Because that's how I.
No. How about this? We take Kirk's XP and divide it by all of us. I like it
Oh,
better.
okay. You guys are gonna fight over this
I
10
like that.
XP.
Well, 10 XP split 4 ways, like 2.5 XP. It's 12.5 XP instead of 10.
Exactly.
Like, that's a huge difference. Huge.
Free
Uh-huh.
XP, man.
Oh man.
25% difference there. Like, that's a big thing.
Exactly.
All right. So, sounds like you guys had your little powwow, and you're agreed that you're gonna head to OnStar with the help of your newfound compatriots.
Yeah.
Yes,
can
we
we
Let
got
me
it.
switch
like-
this map over to daylight mode. Yep.
Thank you.
So in the back of our minds, Qari is one of our plans.
Qari was originally one of our plans because we told Erdana that we would try to do our best to help Qari.
Oh, that's
But
right.
in order to do anything about Baffic's lair and all the craziness that was there, we needed either the monster hunters or the army. And the only way we were gonna get that is if we helped Dawnstar.
Right. Okay. I wonder if Erdana got the dream. Man, she'd be so pissed.
I suppose you don't know, do you?
Yeah, I'm gonna recommend we not share that little tidbit with her.
Agreed.
She is in a very fragile state right now. I think that not sharing the dream we had with Erdana is definitely in our best interest.
Yep. And hers too. I think irrational reactions are no good.
What did I just miss?
You missed not much. A
Technically,
dream.
you didn't miss anything because you didn't have the dream.
It's true.
How was your nap?
Shut up.
Irony. That's hilarious irony.
Oh, actually, that is really
That's
funny
not-
that he woke up at the same time as his character.
Yep.
Dream of anything?
Nah.
Did you dream of your girlfriend burning alive by chance?
Shut up. I had valuable bonding time with Jacob.
Oh.
So,
It's Jake.
Kirik, you just woke up and all
Just-
of your friends are discussing a dream that they had about Qari burning alive.
Someone just talked about that?
Yep. Because they all had the same dream except for you.
Oh.
And then I typed some things that you said. And you can let me know if you disagree with them.
She's probably protecting me. Who's saying that? That's about what? The dream?
You know that we dreamed of her burning alive.
And we're pretty sure that she sent the dream, and so you're pretty sure that she's protecting you.
From seeing it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess I wouldn't particularly disagree with anything. I mean,
Okay.
I'd be more than happy to save her and continue the war, but
I said continue,
Just-
not flee.
I told you, Darp.
Alright, so it wasn't entirely accurate. But he still cares more about
Yeah, I
saving
wasn't
Qari
arguing.
then.
He
I
would-
said
I'm
save
saying,
her and continue the war.
yeah, he wouldn't flee. is
Yeah.
Not in that order necessarily.
I imagine by this point I'm probably sitting there like fucking like, like fucking bouncing my leg and like fucking like looking around at you guys like what the fuck? Like why the fuck was I not in on this?
Well, we were thinking it was probably because she wanted, in your best interest, not be too worried.
He didn't say that. It was something that he looks like.
Oh. Oh, okay. Never mind then. Scratch that. It's
In
okay,
any case.
brother. You wouldn't have wanted the dream anyways. It was very horrifying. Just
That's
consider yourself
comforting.
lucky. I give a
It-
gentle pat and smile.
I fear that what Mavura said about the plane of fire falling apart might be true, but our best chance to save Qari is to first help Onstar.
Yep, it's a domino effect.
I'm aware of that.
Gotta
But
start at the
You
beginning.
guys having that dream makes me realize that we're already very well behind.
So let's get our asses out of here and start moving, right?
I'm ready to push over these dominoes.
Me too. Breakfast time. Breakfast for champs.
I go
Just
tend to
happened.
Blanche.
We should have that guy, make oatmeal for us. Spice it up since he has my gloves. I guess his now.
Morky can still do it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. He has Prodigal Nation too.
Prodigal Nation.
Yeah.
I bet Blanchine. Also, notice these other horses and start petting them too.
Oh,
You're-
yeah,
all the things.
I was wondering why I fucking couldn't talk. I have a new keyboard. Control is no longer in the same place.
I play with the animals.
Wow, this is the worst. What the hell's going on? The group isn't working. God damn it.
Joseph, where's Joseph? Oh, also, Kirk, you missed out on. Was there anything else you wanted to talk to Joseph about, or is that it?
I don't know. I probably would imagine last night I briefly talked to him about our, rough and tumble adventures as young, fledgling adventurers, and then came back and fell asleep,
Mm.
only to miss a very important dream, kind of like I missed a very important appointment waking up to come on here.
Save the best for last.
We only doing an hour? Oh right, you guys already did an hour.
Now we started. Wait.
Yeah.
We did. I don't know
Oh,
what
you
time it
did
is.
miss out on rolling dice for whether we play or we wait for tomorrow.
That was to wait for him, though, so that wouldn't have happened if he was here.
Oh. Well, I mean, okay.
It still took up like 25 minutes of time, so.
Yeah. And we decided that if you hadn't shown up, that we'd stop before a big plot. So we always had you in
Okay.
mind.
So, just a rundown on names, 'cause I forget them. We should know.
Joseph.
Okay. So we got Joseph. Well, he moved. And then this is. Damn it. Tapur. Right?
Mad?
Yep.
And then this is Ovu. We've never actually learned this chick's name. You've said it before, but we didn't. Actually.
You could have you can ask Savaric, because he will know.
Who is this guy again?
Which one?
Half elf guy. First.
That's Ico.
Aiko. And the other tiefling?
Kataos or Katos, depending on whether you want her to hit you with something or not.
Which one does not get me hit by something?
It depends.
Lovely. I just won't talk to that one. Which
Just use
this guy?
pronoun.
This
Hey,
guy?
you.
Let's see. I'm going to actually add to your journals some of the ones you've met. Claude.
Hey, I'm looking around. I'm not seeing Claude anywhere.
He's still in the dining room.
He fell asleep. Ate too much ice cream oatmeal.
You'll find that he isn't coming along.
What a jerk.
I doubt it was by his choice.
Or it may be that he doesn't want to fight his
Well-
own countrymen.
Yeah, I was gonna say it makes sense.
Okay, I can't add Joseph to your logs because he's got some personality stuff in there that only Tanner knows about.
Well,
Yeah.
Joseph, I think we're all comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
but
learned
there's
anything
some
about him?
background information in there too. Actually,
I
yeah.
really liked his cloak of crows. That was awesome.
That was the woman on the. that was the woman in the tower.
That's Joseph.
No. The woman in the tower is covered in cloaks of crows.
The creepy one.
The
Yeah.
black feathers?
Pretty sure
The black
that's not
lady.
right.
Yeah, the black lady is the one with a feather cloak. Ravens, dark raven feathers.
Pretty sure that that's not right.
Sweet Jesus, you could grate cheese on this man's forehead. I've not seen a close-up view of his face, but damn.
A lot of frowns, wrinkles.
Which guy?
Scowl lines.
Joseph.
Yeah.
Oh. I think Ovu's probably worse.
God, he's ugly. Wow. Sorry, Obu.
You one ugly motherfucker.
To think I thought he was an elf.
Yeah.
Impressively ugly.
Nope, he's got some kind of other deformity. So, you all wake up, and when you come outside, Joseph already has two, like, war wagons hooked up to horses, and most of the people that you've met at the Reisenjager are outside, getting ready to leave.
What about this one guy that was grumbling when we first met? Is he coming along?
Which guy?
The one that was by the fire pit and just didn't like anybody.
That dude?
Yeah.
Yep, he's hanging out in the back.
Hmm.
He's keeping his distance from everyone, but he does seem like he's ready to come.
Oh yeah.
Come, come, come.
All right. I'm
Oh, Zuzu.
I'm
You're just
basically
precious.
what?
Nathan.
So I'm basically sitting on the front of the wagon at this point, just very, very like anxiously bouncing my leg, and I look at Joseph as I say, "Are we all ready to go?"
Oh, I know. Before we go, can we have our weapons and stuff? Because we did not pick them up, as far as I know.
Good point.
Pretty sure they'd give them back.
You will find your weapons on the rear wagon. They will have been emptied with the rest of the armory.
Emptied?
Packed. I think you mean.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Cool.
they put them in the armory and therefore empty the armory into the wagon.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha.
I go back, grab my whip, and put it in the cart. Or actually put it on my hip or keep it.
Yeah, I go and grab my arrows and my bow.
Okay. And as you're gathering your weapons out of the cart, these three in the back give you kind of an odd look, like a mistrust. Well, like mistrust is a good word. They don't really trust that you're now armed.
Do we see that?
Sense motive.
Nah, perception. Oh yeah, Elethyss, you definitely see some.
I explained to them we've encountered many difficulties on the road, and before we travel, we generally like to be prepared for whatever we might encounter.
I add, it's better to be prepared than unprepared. Better safe than sorry.
Better safe than sorry.
In the
I say
very
as
least, if
Monkey
you
dances
outnumber
around
us, it would
clipping
be
Hailstorm.
unwise for us to attack you.
Okay. And as you say these words of reassurance, they're all kind of taken aback that they are that transparent, and you noticed that they're glaring at you. Well, I guess not all of them, just her. The other two are not at all moved. But Stefan, the guy in the front, does say he does say that you have a good point, and he kind of puts his hand on the hilt of his sword and gives it a squeeze. It would probably be in your best interest to not cross us.
We never were going.
I
was
remind
part
you
of the
again,
plan.
we came to get your assistance, not to harm you in any way.
Yeah, we didn't come looking for more enemies.
Right.
It could still be a trick. Why don't you get on your wagon and we'll be on our way.
I look at him and just kind of go and roll my eyes. Go, too many swinging dicks in this caravan.
No. I glare.
I cough incredibly loudly at that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fair.
he shoots Cycle an angry glare.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
I just shake my head so hard and walk over to the wagon, just completely embarrassed by Cycle.
Okie dokie.
Alright,
Let
Chucky.
me gather up all these tokens and put them on my copy paste.
I yelled to Joseph, hey, do you have any more oatmeal you could feed us before we go?
I presumed that you had your own food for the road, but if you need some, you can go to the kitchens. Just be quick, we're leaving within the hour.
Okie dokies.
I thought we ate already.
I don't
I am
know.
not hungry.
Let's just get a move on. We gotta go.
I agree. Let's
Burn
let's
daylight
go.
here. We get on the
Let's
road.
not mention burning.
I'll mix you up some.
Let's not mention
fruits,
burning.
Special.
I'm glad you caught that.
That was
I didn't
good.
do, I said nothing.
That was good. I liked it.
What did he say?
He said, let's not mention burning.
Oh.
Savaric's gonna ride with the rest of the Reisenjager.
Okay.
What?
Does he...
He's owning us already. Kidding.
So,
That makes sense, to be honest.
He's
Like,
only been traveling with us for like
a couple
I
weeks.
don't know. Yeah.
That's true.
No, it's been well
So-
over a month, I believe.
so as you guys leave Blackwall Keep, there are... The Reisenjager take turns kind of riding along in the war wagons and on horseback, and then some of them are walking alongside the wagons with their weapons drawn.
Is travel gonna take longer because there's more of us?
Yeah, you have a caravan now.
Yeah.
A convoy, I believe, is the appropriate term.
We're still moving much
Well,
faster
we can play
than
that song.
the enemy are.
If only if only we had a bard.
You know what, Savaric? Keep it up, you'll die of dysentery.
This isn't that trail.
Dampen Terry.
All of a sudden, we discover a sign on the road.
Savaric, your last
Oregon
caravan was...
Trail.
Yeah. Savaric, your last party wasn't the Donner caravan, was it?
Yes.
Okay. So after you get about a half mile outside of Blackwall Keep, the road splits off. Well, actually no, the road continues off to the west, and Joseph asks you if you're sure this is the route you want to take.
Wait, I thought we were gonna swoop in from. One second.
Okay. So how about when you're exiting Blackwall Keep, he lets you guys take the lead. Well,
Shit.
Is there
Or
only one?
not that
way
don't
to
forget
go?
about your rendezvous point.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that exists. Ooh.
That's where the Lacian forces are supposed to be at.
We should be heading that way because we're to meet up with the army at the rendezvous point. Unless you guys believe that we would have a tactical advantage in flanking the siege force.
I mean, you could try to go gather information from that site before you head up to the rendezvous.
It's a mid ground. We could know how things are going well before we get there, so we could make our choice whether Thorold or Onstar would be the better choice.
We have to be careful because we don't want to alert them to our presence. They'll wheel on us. They may free up the city, but then they'll annihilate our weaker forces.
Right.
We can
I'd say we
pin
meet
them
at the
between us
rendezvous
and the
point.
town.
I think that's a much better idea.
I second that. The rendezvous point. Because if we don't show
Safety
up, then
in
like,
numbers, friends.
right,
Yeah,
they might think we're dead.
A couple days, but if we once we have the Reisenjager, we were supposed to send word to the rendezvous point, informing them of our plan, which we can do.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Right.
Okay, so before you set off then, you sent a letter via Raven, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, so Joseph, before you guys head out, you see Joseph take your letter, whatever you wrote it on, Maybe he provided you with pen and paper, I don't know. I presume that you seal it with the insignia of the Mayer family, because that's typical. And Joseph...
Carrying that?
I'm assuming that you and Xanthan would both have the.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Xantha would be the more prepared one in that sense, because
One of you has a signet ring. How about that?
I
Um,
got
Both of
it.
you
I'll
probably
take
would
it.
have
I'll
a
take
signature ring.
She'll
responsibility.
take the
Throwing
fancy
it out
ring.
there. Like you're
Yep.
both mayors, you'd both probably have one.
So, you see Joseph enter the tower while everyone is packing up and getting ready to leave. And a short time later, he comes out, and 2 ravens are flying out of the
His
tower.
cloak?
Ooh, that'd be cool.
So,
For every feather, it's a bird.
so
2 ravens.
yep.
I look at the 2 ravens and I'm
Why
curious.
does it take 2 ravens to send 1 message? Do we notice that? Oh, I guess we do notice that. So we can ask him.
Maybe he's
I would
letting
say
people know.
I would say that you can roll a perception to see if you noticed the birds fly out. The tower is rather tall.
I see the birds.
Yeah, you definitely do. Okay, so Xanthan and Elethyss both see the birds, both ravens fly out of the tower, but Elethyss sees something a little extra.
Okay. I would at this point go up to Joseph and ask where the second raven was flying.
Oh, I'm sure Alex has her reasons. Probably some contract that she's responding to, since we will not be around.
Sick.
You sense that motive.
I'm doing it. Damn it.
Wow.
You're pretty confident he's being honest with you.
Okay. I believe it.
Damn.
And
And
I'm gonna point out you don't see the ravens. Is that Rick?
doesn't matter, he's trying to use his weapon. He's gonna attack you.
Did I believe you're talking to Joseph? Very nice.
You see,
This
Savaric has
smacks
lived
you.
for so long that his brain is starting to decay.
Yeah.
He's an undead creature.
I got
For
the
lack
brain
of a better,
rot.
like he's already decayed, sort of.
He's actually not undead.
Yeah, he's. You're right.
I
Mhm.
smell like old leather and copper.
Yeah. So
I asked Elethyss, so why did he send out 2 birds? Do you know?
Alex. Her name's Alex, right?
Oh, Alex.
Yes.
Alex apparently might be responding to a contract. Joseph doesn't seem to know.
Well, that makes sense. What?
Anyways,
Um,
so I think we would just meet up at the rendezvous point because
Yep.
they're sieging the city. The city can survive for like a week or so, or probably a month. I think was what was decided.
Plus, I see no reason why we shouldn't trust them, because they are helping us.
Well, I mean, we would travel with the Reisenjager regardless, but like whether or not we meet at the rendezvous point with the army or go around.
Okay.
But we should probably just meet at the rendezvous point. So we should head off across the lowland. No, I guess it's lowlands. There's plain.
Yeah,
right?
you're kind of in the area that's a mix between the Midlands and the Lowlands, so it's sort of like wet
Happy Plains?
forest.
Because that blue line was plains,
Is that
and
a
the green
swamp?
line is apparently
Is a wet forest a swamp?
No,
Not quite.
because
Swamp is
this
sunken and muddy.
because the swamp was like up in this area, and this road that you guys traveled on is where you
No, not the song.
the road that you guys traveled on was like the border between plain and forest. And you guys came down and got attacked by the serpapod.
Yep.
So you guys are in sort of, I would say it's relatively thick forest. It's not the thickest you've ever seen, but it's, you know, like medium
Okay.
density of foliage.
Well, we let them know that we are on our way. Our caravan is leaving from the Reisenjager's last known whereabouts, and headed to the rendezvous point through the forest. And we shall meet them in a few days.
Can't see the forest through the trees. Can't smell your own shit on your knees.
I'm pretty sure that my perception check would let me smell my own shit.
Anyways,
Even my nat 1 is a 14.
I need to look at my GM map real quick. Alright. Show. What the fuck? Oh, I see what's going on.
I cannot tell you the fuck.
My thing is playing the jukebox twice. And I'm not sure how to make it not do that. Oh, that's terribly annoying. Okay, let's just stop it. Okie dokie.
Artichoke.
So, you guys are moving
Well,
through forest. I'll say you can move about, probably like 15, 16 miles in a day, because you gotta take breaks and feed your horses and shit.
Okay, so we end up here.
Yep, maybe a little past that, just for posterity.
Oh, thank goodness.
You shut your whore
Posterior.
mouth.
Blah.
I
Whoa.
look for a place that's suitable for the large group that we're traveling.
Okay. You believe actually that the best place to camp is probably along the like clearing through the trees that you've been following. There doesn't seem to be much else in the way
Not really
of
a road,
places to
but
camp.
kind of
Yeah,
just on the road.
you guys are just sort of weaving through the forest where you find openings large enough to put wagons through, cutting brush out of the way when necessary. It's part of the reason you're not able to move as quickly. You didn't have much trouble today, but who knows? Tomorrow you might have to move some bushes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna check for berries and replenish my berry stash.
Okay.
Bam.
I believe you find yourself some berries.
Morky can make some cream flavored stuff to go along with it.
Some cream flavor. Hey, Xantha, make that sound again.
Which one? Oh, the one when you said to shut your whore mouth. I don't know now. I'm a bit suspicious.
Anyways. Okay. So Joseph approaches Kirik about pretty close to sundown when you guys have stopped and found a camp and stuff. And he asks you, so what are our plans in the way of setting up watches tonight? I thought that maybe you all had a plan.
Well, we normally had our own sleep schedule, with Savaric usually leading the dark as part of the night. But I didn't know if you wanted to pair up with everyone to make sure that, because it seems that your people don't particularly trust us yet. So didn't know if you wanted to make sure that there was one of each to make sure that nobody tries anything.
It could serve to build morale as well. I like it.
I only spent one day with you. You already seem to trust me pretty much. Maybe I'll chat up one of your subordinates. and bore them.
And bore them. He says, yes, that sounds excellent.
All right. So normal watches of was it Elethyss?
Let's see. Early
No,
shift is
Xanthan
Xanthan.
goes first.
Xanthan,
Okay, so
you, Savaric,
Xanthan, me, Savaric, yeah,
me.
and then you,
Cycle
yeah,
in the
and
morning.
then cycle.
Okay. In that case, all right, let me calculate watches here. So there are 5 watches?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, whole night, just spread out. Yeah, I kind of figured that his people wouldn't entirely trust us. We've been there for a day. I might have fed them soup, but that's not gonna,
Yeah.
But food is a powerful thing.
Brian,
Sharing food.
Okay,
I just
so,
realized that I have the ability to cast the spell. I'm gonna share it with you privately.
okay.
Okay.
Secrets don't make friends.
He'll
Secret
laugh.
secrets are no fun. Secret secrets hurt someone.
Mm-hmm.
What if the secret is that he finds you beautiful?
I'm down with that. He has strong
Mhm.
arms.
That hurts no one. Other than possibly someone who's like stalking you who isn't that person. Then they go all fucking Mariah Key on you.
Mm.
Have you seen that, Zoo?
Sounds familiar, but I don't know the full extent of it.
There's it's very interesting. It's about a kid who ends up getting a phone that can like predict his future in like the written diary that's part of the phone. Turns out he's not the only one who has that, and everyone who has one is supposed to murder each other. And like one day he's walking home and he sees that like 10 minutes in the future he's going to be put into the inside of a parking garage and stabbed to death. And he's like,
Oh my god.
uh-oh.
Okay,
With the help of a very
so
close friend.
who is on 4th watch?
I am.
Okay, Elethyss, you are paired with...
The one who you can't say the wrong name.
Let me actually come over here to our handy dandy token thingy. I don't know why that's not moving your map. And let me make sure you know all these people, or have seen them before. You know everyone but her.
Would that be similar to like Death Note, since there are more than one death book?
What?
Kirik was talking about.
Okay, so Elethyss, you are paired with... Let's say... Looks like Katos.
Which one is Katos?
Don't say it wrong.
Okay.
I don't know why her token moved.
The tiefling that is picky about the way you say her name.
I don't know. Savaric might just be giving you trouble about that.
We all know Savaric, such a jokester, right?
That prankster.
And
Wow,
I'm
it's-
assuming that since nobody else was paired with anyone, that nothing happened in the first or second or third.
Oh, actually, so let's see. Cycle was paired with Aiko, and the two didn't talk very much. Aiko sort of avoided him and stood on the opposite side of the caravan.
Fine with me.
You
I'd
watch
imagine
over
Cycle's,
there,
like,
I'll
sitting there,
watch over
like-
here.
I'd imagine Cycle's like, yeah, good plan. You sit over there. You could, we'll give it a nice 360. I'll just look this way.
Yeah, smart, good thinking. Plus, I got this monkey that grew out of me, and it's looking that way. We got double visions. We
Cycle,
got
you're like,
double
more
visions
drugs
going
for
back
me
and
then.
forth. You want some coffee?
Oh my goodness. Okay. And Kirik, you were paired with, we'll say Ovu.
Oh, Savaric's friend.
Yeah.
They're
And
all my friends.
you guys have quite the
But we're
hoot.
Come on
He's
now.
like your
Aiko's
best
not.
friend.
Do you have a bromance with this dude?
We're bros. Me and Ovu are totes bros.
So,
Xanthem, you're paired with
Joseph.
Daipur, actually.
Diaper is
Dipur?
Dipur. Yep.
diaper.
Yep. Dipur.
While me and Ovu are sitting there. Sorry, is there one more thing?
And Savaric gets paired with, let's say, probably Thar.
We talk about old times.
Yes.
During my time with Ovu, I jostle up to him and I go, so no plans to eat me tonight, right?
He jokingly licks his lips and says, "Oh, I don't know. The night is young."
Man, I already told you, I don't think you want to eat me.
You look pretty gamey.
You wouldn't be that far off. So, you seem to be pretty good friends with Savaric.
Oh, that old coot?
Yes, that old coot.
I suppose you
No.
could say that. We have a mutual respect.
That's too bad, man. I mean, what with his relationship to my sister and all.
Go on.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, the relationship between her and him is basically like, well, she's the bow and he is the target.
Oh, I
I
see.
explain the story of him being shot in the ass crack.
I think I've heard this one, but yeah, give me the
Ass
details.
He's on the cheek.
So you guys
I-
wisecrack about Savaric all night?
Yep.
Cool.
Give him some ammunition for later.
Okay, so specifically on Fourth Watch, though, is when something interesting happens. Elethyss and Katos are patrolling the caravan, or the convoy, and, yeah, you bastard. You see, well, actually give me a perception check, because this happens pretty far away. You might not see it.
Okay, give me a sec.
Or you do.
I have plus 14 to perception. Calm your tits. It's gonna be hard for me to not see things.
Calm your tits.
How? Good lord.
Every skill point is in perception.
He dumps it all.
Oh, it's a wisdom stat too. God damn it.
Yeah.
So your wisdom is, wait, how do you have 14? You're level 6. That's 6 ranks. Oh, it's a class skill too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Son of a
I get
bitch.
bonus because I'm an elf.
All right.
Actually, like, I have super perception.
Yep, he's just like the Spider-Man of the group.
I have special eyes.
So, let me see if Kato sees this. Oh no, she's oblivious. Alright, so Elethyss is the only one that sees this. Off to the north, roughly in this area, you see a great
Wait,
big.
Can you ping that again?
Sure.
I am on the map still.
I see that far away.
Yep.
Elethyss, what do your elf eyes
Wow.
see?
It's it's in that direction. All right. It's on the horizon. You're not able to discern specifically where it's at. So it could be anywhere along this line.
You have owl
I'm
eyes.
drawing on the wrong thing. I don't know why I even drew that. You can't even see.
Wait,
You can't
are
even
we on
see
the map
minimap
still?
drawing.
Hobbits, two eyes, and God.
Yeah, we're still on the map.
Oh,
So it could be anywhere
That's-
along that line, but you know
Holy
it's.
shit, that's
Oh,
a bad
dear.
line.
Shut your mouth.
Okay.
yes, that
In that
might be a
general
bad
direction,
line, but
through
Yeah.
all the trees of the thick forest, we're traveling.
Yeah,
through.
you're basically seeing something way on the horizon, just peeking up barely above the tree line, right?
Gotcha.
And it's shooting up into the sky, and you see what is essentially a great big pillar of fire.
oh,
Whoa. I say, rather relatively loudly, like so that she. I don't know. She would hear it probably, but.
Yep. She trots over to you and says, "What's going on?"
Did you not see that over there? And I point in the direction.
But at this point, it's actually faded away, so it was very brief.
It was like a lightning strike, but in reverse, and a pillar of fire instead of. It was. I can't really even explain it. It was.
That
Fire.
doesn't sound very good. Have you got enough sleep tonight?
I don't think that this is me being sleep deprived.
Right.
Special eyes.
Pillars of fire. Uh-huh.
next you're gonna tell me that bird sack is heavy handy.
Well, I suppose you can inform Joseph when the others get up, but it doesn't sound like much of anything to me. I didn't see anything.
Very well. I keep my eyes peeled for the rest of the watch in the event that something.
Nothing happens the remainder of your watch.
I let Cycle know that
I'm
I
still
saw this
asleep.
thing. Well, no, you
Oh, when
would
you
be the
wake
watch
up.
after me. So like when we're switching watches, I would let you know that I saw this thing on the horizon.
Don't worry, Morky's on it. Morky, keep a watch over there, while the rest of us do a 360.
All right. So the sun rises. It's a little cloudy out today. So it's not as bright as it was yesterday morning. So maybe it's a little harder for some of you to get up, and maybe not
Okay.
for others.
I'm gonna cast Read Weather.
That's what I thought. Everyone gets ready and packs up their wagons, but you hit the road a little bit late, probably getting on the road around 10 in the morning.
I pull out my
As-
rain stick.
As far as reading the weather goes, you think that it might rain a little bit in the afternoon today, but probably nothing severe. And tomorrow you might get some kind of, well, I guess might is the wrong word. You know definitively that there will be a brief thunderstorm tomorrow evening.
Okay. Well, I let Joseph know, since he seems to be the only one that believes what I say. And I also tell Joseph, after explaining about the weather situation that we're facing for later this afternoon and then tomorrow, about the pillar of flame that I saw shoot up from the horizon last night. I let him know that Katos didn't see it, but I can say that I definitely saw something.
I see. That doesn't sound like anything I've heard of before. Do you know what it might be?
Unfortunately, no, it was really far away. And it was only for a brief moment.
Oh, I dropped out of the game. 1 second. Go ahead and move your token probably 14 miles down the road. Gotta cut some shrub today.
Okay. We move it down.
Damn you, grid move.
The grid isn't on this map.
It is for me.
No.
Check it
Grid's
out,
on
bud.
for me
It's
too.
it's on grid paper.
Yeah.
It's on grid paper, but the grid itself is not active.
Yeah.
See, here, I'll turn the grid on. That's the grid.
Oh.
No, I mean
Super
like the
grid.
grid snapping. Grid movement.
No, it just does 5 mile increments, regardless of there being a grid or not.
Well, no, I get that, but like it would snap to certain areas, so it's hard to like line up. And I have to hold Alt, and for some reason that makes my screen flash white. I keep having minor strokes.
All right.
Not minor. If it's a stroke, it's not minor. There are no minor strokes.
Yep.
Fair enough.
What if a guy whose living is to mine rocks out of a hill had a stroke? Is that not a minor stroke?
Jesus Christ.
Lols.
Homologs? Is that what those are called?
What?
Homophone? Words that sound the same but aren't spelled the same.
Homophones.
Homophones.
Homophones,
Homophone.
yeah.
Homophobes.
Anyway.
Yeah.
That made me laugh.
Pardon the diversion.
So, as you're on the road, well, not the road, but as you're making your way through the forest, you guys have to clear some brush out of the way of your convoy. That takes a little bit, and everyone gets kind of tired. And then it starts raining, and you guys are the only people that have a covered wagon. So, everyone who isn't able to fit in there is kind of miserable.
I don't mind
while
you
we're
can carry
traveling.
us all.
Yeah.
Okay.
To make more room, I'll get off and let I'll let the reinforcements sit in the wagon, and I'll go on ahead and keep cutting.
The
Oh, I have
hell
to
was
go get
that
my
all about?
swords.
Someone's having too much fun.
He was getting off to make room.
Getting off.
Here we go with those homophogs again.
Homofog.
Homophobes.
You's got to get them scummagogs. You's got to learn
Oh
to
my god,
Thomas.
Tanner, why is that not your
Thomas?
character?
Oh God! No.
I didn't come from far enough from the north. That's why. I don't know if there are Vikings.
Techno Vikings, even.
Next time around.
Oh God.
Next time around, I'll have the Toki Wartooth voice.
We should all just play gnomes
Why
in our
do
next
these-
campaign. And just all sound
Why are
ridiculous.
these nuts being attacking them?
What? Oh, you know,
I'll be Squiz guy.
it's not times for that Tokis.
So after traveling,
Oh no, I'll be Toki.
I love how Elethyss gets this all back on
Yep.
the page.
No, it's
He has a
true.
great one.
after traveling, I just don't have anything to input to that because I can't do any cool voices. So,
And we're walking.
Oh my god.
so
I'd still do a pretty mean zombie.
I look for a place to stay that might have some trees that I can shape into, covered something. So that.
Oh, by the
everyone
time
can
you
get
guys
soaking
make
wet.
camp, the rain stops, so
Okay.
that's
Yes, you do make
not a
great
concern.
zombie.
But there are definitely some rather wet people in your convoy that are not incredibly happy.
Oh yeah.
Pervert. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Tanner's on something today.
I'm lonely.
Two thumbs down.
How do you stay so thin? Oh, poverty and crippling loneliness. Why do you ask?
Aww.
Devastating
Trust me,
anxiety.
don't worry, Zoo. If it makes you feel any better, I'm fat as fuck.
Crippling social anxiety is great.
There you go. Yeah, that was years
Mm.
back.
I believe we are all sufferers of that here. Anyways,
I have
Um,
friends, Darp.
Except
do
as
have
he's a
friends.
I think
social butterfly.
we had a way to dry wood, right, with the alchemist? Like, if there was
Yeah.
wood.
Forget what
Yeah,
we
it was
did.
the alchemist fire poured over wood to warm it up.
yep.
Okay, cool. So we should make a couple fires so that people can dry off.
Excellent plan.
One big one.
Sounds like a
Oh, and then you
All
could
gather
wood shape
around
to
a
rig
fire
up
nest.
some like drying racks for clothes, huh?
Yeah, we could do that. I'll do that. I go to a nearby tree and shape some of the wood into a drying rack.
I casually say, "What's one more illness?" I don't need to
Ha.
get naked around here.
You.
Well, you wouldn't be naked because you're all
I
covered in
tell
feathers.
Kirik to go stand by the fire and dry off a bit. He doesn't need to be fighting 2 diseases. I can cure any others that he gets, but still, it's easier if I don't have to use my
Plus-
spells.
Eric, can he technically be naked because he's covered in feathers? So really, there's nothing that shows,
It's
right?
just
Yeah.
his natural form.
I
He
can't.
just sucks
Yeah.
it back up into his cloaca.
First
Oh my
off, not everyone here needs
I
to
think.
know that, Savaric. Second, I can still be shy.
That's true.
Maybe I'm a never dude. There are dozens
Mm.
of us.
Ha!
Ha ha.
I say you wouldn't really want to eat him, Obu.
I think everyone keeps telling Ovu he really doesn't want to eat Kirik, and he really just wants to eat Kirik.
Be picking him out of your teeth for weeks.
Not just that. Be dead in a week too. With a disease.
So,
Onwards.
same watches as before, I take it?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The scenery is pretty similar here. There's trees pretty far off into the distance. Can't really make out much of the horizon. It's kind of a waning moon tonight, so you can see more stars, but it's less easy to see what's going on around you. So it's not ideal for travel, but might be pretty great for sneaking up on people. Let's see. It's a little damp, obviously, because it rained. And it's colder tonight as well. The weather is starting to shift towards colder evenings. And second watch is whom?
Kirik.
I believe it's me.
Kirik and Ovu.
Ooh, good perception.
Kirik also has special eyes.
Made sure to start doing that because
Aha.
I tend to roll low.
Ovu doesn't see a goddamn thing. But Kirik, on your watch,
Damn, for these monster hunters, they have bad perception.
They're hunters. They're not finders.
she just like took that as authority. So Kirik, somewhere along that line, off in the distance, like on the edge of the horizon, you see what looks like a great big pillar of red light, red-orange light. It flashes up into the sky and then disappears.
Don't suppose you
Ooh.
saw that, Ovu?
No, can't say that I did. You hallucinating
Sharp
now
wit.
too? Do we need to put you down?
Sharp wit, eyes duller than fucking butter knives.
Hey, I've only got one, okay?
Well, all the
Also,
better for
what's
it
a
to be a
butter knife?
sharper one.
Also, what's a butter knife?
No, they're probably butter knives.
There are knives.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah, there's probably butter knives.
What's butter?
Who's refined enough to own
Fine,
a
then,
separate
dollar-
knife for your butter?
How about
High
this?
rollers.
How about this? Sharp wit, but your eyes are like a boiled egg.
That's more relatable.
That's I to you, and maybe I should pluck an egg from that ass of yours to put in the other hole.
Doesn't work like that yet.
Pop an
As
egg
far
in
as
your
I know.
ass. Bitch.
This is all just a month in, so we don't know.
But anyway, jokes aside, I have no idea what you're talking about. But it sounds awful similar to what your Elethyss, was it, friend said the other night. But his was off north, I believe.
This is something that was not brought up to me in conversation.
Oh, well,
Seems important.
you really should stay informed. And clean those feathers out of your ears every once in a while.
Sassy.
They grow around them. It's hard to keep it away.
You know, it's personal hygiene, man.
I haven't put any points in that.
Meta.
We all know.
Yeah, we can tell. Alright. So the other watches go off without a hitch, unless you guys want to do some RP during those. We can move on.
Yeah, okay. Is what's her name? Depor.
Dipur?
Yeah, is she the one that's in love with Savaric or gives eyes and looks and all that cool stuff?
Savaric is in love with her,
Oh.
not the other way.
Gotcha. Well, I like to
It's
talk to her.
complicated.
Okay, I ask.
Savaric has upstated his
Talk
status.
to her.
You probably need a diplomacy roll to breach that topic with her.
Really?
Yeah.
Aw. Okay,
Well,
let's see if I can.
I think you're the one that has diplomacy, right?
No, I just got lucky and rolled that nat 20.
I can
Oh,
do
okay.
something.
Things are glitching.
Explosions and fire!
You mean like the ones we see off in the distance?
I liked Tanner's like end of the world chant.
Yeah.
Ugh. So I would say that you try to bring up the topic with her to ask about Savaric, and she essentially just tells you that it's complicated and she doesn't want to talk about it, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. I understand is what I say. I understand, but I don't.
I'll pretend like I understand. Tell me these things. Talk to me.
Tell me all about boys.
Forever alone. And yet here I'm surrounded by all these guys.
Where'd you go? What'd you say you liked that I did? My end of the world chant.
When I said the beam of fire the first time. It was Latin, I believe.
Did I?
Yeah.
I've been having a weird day.
Alright, onwards. Unless,
Yes.
Travis
Looks
comes.
like Travis is typing something, so I was waiting for him. There we go.
Hi.
Hey,
Sorry,
you're back.
apparently Mumble was sick and tired of me saying no, I don't want to up. Oh my god, it looks so different. Apparently Mumble was sick and tired of me not
Update it.
updating, and it just crashed. And I tried to come back, and it was like, no, you're gonna update.
What version of Mumble were you running?
It's like
Well,
this.
the last time I
looking
used
like-
Mumble before I started using you guys, talking to you guys, was like late Burning Crusade.
Wow.
Wow.
Jesus.
That's
I was gonna
impressive.
say, because Mumble's looked the same for like 5-6 years.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Just wait till you finally update iTunes.
Are you kidding me? I'm making nuclear weapons. Why would I want to fucking agree to their terms of service where I can't use that with the fucking? How can I make nuclear weapons without listening to my favorite Beatles album on iTunes?
Okay then.
That's actually part of the terms of service.
Yeah.
I hope you know that.
So I'll say you get about 16 miles the next day.
This time, since we had such a rough time and everyone was miserable, I'm gonna cast this spell called Nature's Path. I instinctively know the shortest, easiest, fastest route through the wilderness.
Oh well, shit. Then I give
that's
You
you.
guys are cheat hacks.
I get you that far, because you're a druid and you're crazy.
That's
So
why we
during
have a
the
druid.
day,
During the day,
Is
I'm
it-
like, actually, we should go this way, guys, and we find clearings like way more often than we did
they're
before.
they're like, why, druid? He just walks off into the fucking forest and it just opens up.
Told you guys.
The branches just peel away.
Yeah. As
I
if
walk.
pushed away by
Actually,
some
I could
magical
do that.
force.
There's another spell that like makes all
Of
the
course
plants
there
around
is.
me help me. So
Of
Trees
course
just
there is.
naturally fall down.
Oh yeah.
Like
And you
in
don't
front
even have to sing.
Oh, Disney princess over here.
That'd be a fun.
Mhm.
That'd be a
part
fun
of the Red Sea,
curse.
but of this fucking wilderness.
what?
If your druid had to dance every time he cast a druid spell, had to do a perform dance roll.
No.
DM,
Yeah,
you can make that happen.
I know.
And I would hate you for that.
But we would love you.
No, you wouldn't,
No.
because then all my spells would be useless. I
So,
can't perform dance.
Throughout the day during our now much easier traveling, I decided to go up to Joseph and explain to him what I've been seeing. And apparently, our druid friend has also seen it.
I'm gonna point out that you didn't tell me that you saw it, so I'm equally
You're
defending
busy
yourself.
clearing the forest with your stupid magic.
So you and Joseph talk briefly about that, and he asks you what direction you saw it in.
That ish direction.
So towards the east?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Where was the previous? Because he never told me. Where was the previous one?
It was to the north, past
Certainly it must have
the
been.
Midlands, most likely.
Certainly, it must have been a different source.
Yeah, or somebody's moving around faster than we know how to do. I guess there are shadow walkers that can do that.
Hmm.
I mean, from what I've heard.
Well,
Well,
that sounds
true.
suspicious.
I'm gonna point out that we've met the Shadow Walkers and we know that they can do that, so.
You have?
Haven't we met the Shadow Walkers, the ones in the crypt that just kinda like disappeared and into a different plane and
Shadow
No,
walkers.
because they would use the plane of shadow to
Mhm.
travel, and that was the plane of
They
fire.
like melt into darkness and stuff. Yeah, those guys were just weird.
Okay. So you find a pretty good campsite, and you're fairly confident you're about a day from the rendezvous point now, because of the Elethyss being able to make up extra time.
despite the thunderstorm. Everyone's probably wet again.
Yeah, you actually, I think you might have circumvented the thunderstorm as well. How about that?
Whoop, whoop.
Magic. I accept this. I don't know you at the DM.
We'll say that you just figured out where the cloud cover was going to be and navigated around it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, since we're about a day off, well, I guess, shit, where's my sheet? There it is. Favorite place to camp. And, okay, I'll accept that.
Okay. Well, you're not as happy with your campsite this time, but you do find something acceptable.
Awesome. I cast this on an area like near the campsite to make
you,
it
you freaking jerk.
The best.
So everyone sees you do this and is rather amazed that the plants all just sort of obey your command and move away from you like they have their minds of their own.
Whoa.
So if when I see them do that, I look at them and go, "Yeah, he's weird like that." Just accept it and enjoy the benefits.
So the muttering
Boy
man,
got skill.
with the stuff all over his face, is paying particular attention to you from off in the distance by himself.
Well, I'm casting a spell, so I probably get a little bit less to this, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you're
see
you're,
if
you're
I
concentrating.
notice.
Mm, yeah, I think you catch a glimpse of him.
Has he even been sleeping in camp, or has he just decided to completely avoid this party altogether?
He has been sleeping, but it's been farther away.
What if he's a spy?
Well, since I kind of see him out of the corner of my eye, just kind of like chill.
Ooh, nice.
I know what
What?
Trying to see why he's checking me out. Totally didn't expect that.
Oh my
Check this
goodness.
Do it up.
It's ruining Darp's life.
God damn it. Fuck.
Eat it.
Hey, this is I excel at traveling through woods.
Yeah.
Like, this is my thing.
You suspect that as a result of your very clear druid magics, the way he's looking at you, you think he might have not necessarily like a bigoted view, but he isn't a fan of druids, even though there haven't been any for a long time. You think you think he's probably against people of the green faith. How about that?
Okay. Thinking all of this, I while we're getting ready for the night, go and talk to Joseph. And do we know his name? We don't know
No,
his
you
name, I don't
don't.
think. I kind of like subtly, I guess I should stealth check this, point in his direction.
Be sleight of
Like,
hand,
so,
actually.
no, sleight of hand.
Yeah. Sorry.
That one then.
Less good. That's
That's
okay.
good. Point him out, and I'm like, so he's giving me a weird look when I was casting my druid stuff, and like, I don't think he likes people who follow the green faith. And I don't even know his name, and he kind of just mutters under his breath and is all alone. Should I be worried?
Well, I don't think you should be worried necessarily, but I wouldn't be doing your nature voodoo anywhere too close to him.
Nature voodoo.
Gotcha. Any reason why? Like, bad
He
experience or something?
lost someone close to him to a follower of the Green Faith, or so he claims. I don't think it was ever proven, but
Okay. I have to
he's
remind myself what the green faith is,
yes.
because I should know about this. But
One bad apple spoils a whole bunch.
They weren't very kind to him in his accusations. So we call him Shadow. We don't really know what his real name is. He just sort of follows us and helps out, and we feed him.
Random
So how'd you
guy.
gain his trust? You're so
Other way
unbiased.
around. He
Oh.
earned our trust.
I look at them and it's like, seriously? After all they put us through, you're surprised that he had earned their trust? They were ready to kill us the day after they agreed to help us.
Yeah.
He doesn't
just
get
seems to
along
trust
with
people
everyone,
who-
and he tends to be pretty antisocial, but he's really good in combat, so we enjoy having him around.
Do you know which faction of the Green Faith was the one that wronged him?
That I don't know. No, he doesn't say much.
Seems to say a lot, just nothing intelligible. I noticed that he
Yeah,
mutters more.
mostly hissing and muttering, yeah.
He's a cat.
Your cat mutters.
Oh, well, okay, I guess not. My cat does hiss.
Magic cat.
I wake up to my cat at the foot of my bed like, motherfucker, getting up.
I forgot that there was
One day I
factions.
shall be the master and you shall be the pet.
Ooh, interesting. So not all druids necessarily follow the Green Faith.
Correct.
Do you follow the Green Faith?
I'm still reading on it.
Actually, this is the first your party members have heard you mention it.
I would know about it as a druid instinctually, but I don't necessarily follow it.
You were actually shown this by someone. I can't remember who.
likely the same
Oh,
druid
you
that-
know what?
I've never encountered a druid.
Actually, you've never encountered this before, because it's not in your journal. I haven't handed you that yet.
You've never encountered a druid? Athletes,
No,
bro.
is not a druid.
He
is it?
turned into a wolf.
You don't know
Or a
that he's a
wolf-like
druid,
thing.
though.
I don't know that he's a druid.
Well, alright. I'm surprised you didn't come to that conclusion.
You should give me knowledge religion or knowledge history about green faith. And I'll show you
I
what it is
don't
on
know
here.
if I can roll those, because don't religion has to be trained? Doesn't religion have to be trained?
Technically, yeah. You could ask somebody who has that knowledge.
Hey, Cycle, do you know anything about Green Faith? I've never heard of
Yeah.
this thing before.
I mean, maybe. Let me see.
Damn, I really thought that you had this in your journal already. Oh well. Now you do. I'll put it in both you guys' journals. This is what I moved in from the Green Faith.
Ah, yes, the Green Faith. It's a naturalistic philosophy based on the belief that natural forces are worthy of attention and respect. So you'd fit in pretty well. Followers of the Green Faith meditate daily, commune with natural forms of power, and show respect to nature in all things. They often hang fresh herbs. You remember you and me gallivanting through the countryside when we were
Oh,
kids, collecting
do.
them herbs from lintels of doorways as a sign of respect for nature.
Cycle just smoked them.
I
Yeah, I
would
just
probably
rolled
have
them
smoked
into
them too.
blunts.
I'm just gonna point that out. Like,
We were just chiefing. Yeah, but not all druids are members of this philosophy, although almost all of them appreciate its values.
that does explain why I've not heard of it before.
Yet
I agree with
somehow,
most of it.
you were able to intuit its existence. Fuck.
And I just knew all about it, and I was like, yeah, I never shared this with you. Yeah, because reasons.
Walking Wikipedia.
Cycle will probably be pretty proud knowing more about druid
Trickopedia.
faith than the actual
Mm.
druid.
Yeah.
You could have pulled it out of a book.
Yeah, I mean, it makes so like in all fairness, if someone were to say druid in this world, like the druids haven't been around for hundreds of years. Like,
Correct, but there are still
So-
worshippers of the Green Faith around that are
Yeah,
not druids.
so like people wouldn't assume that the Green Faith is the druid religion. It's like the Green Faith is the Green Faith, and
Yep.
the druids were probably followers of it. But
Oh, and Cycle just now put 2 and 2 together. Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. But basically, with the history of the Green Faith, there used to be 4 factions of Druids, and the Green Faith united them. But that was only the the Earth, Water, the Elemental Druids are now, the Green Faith, but there are still like the Blight Druids and yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
bunch of other types of druids.
Is he
Yar.
not Lightbringer?
I am the Lightbringer. I'm not the Blightbringer.
Har.
It's only one letter away, bro.
Although, Darfay, in regards to what we were talking about a couple sessions ago, that could be an interesting transition.
Oh.
What?
Angry at the loss of his
Fucking
brother,
later.
Cycle abandons his ability to understand balance and decides to go into the negative,
Well, there's a type of druid that's like an NPC
focusing on
type.
decay.
Yeah. He was showing me a NPC character class or an NPC class. It's actually a template that you can apply to NPCs.
But it's basically the druids were fighting off demon invasion, and then in order to get rid of the demons, they took the demons into themselves and were driven mad and become blight druids.
Basically, they became Illidan, more or less.
Yeah, sort of.
Blah blah.
Illidan
Prepared
wasn't a
not.
druid, but yeah.
Okay. So, anyways, you guys camp for the night.
I'd like to point out that during my watch, I am very consistently staring north, and also, fiddling with my swords and shit.
Okay. Third watch is whom?
Savaric.
This guy.
Savaric and what's her butt with the red hair?
Thar.
Thar.
I sincerely would like
Savaric
to know
and
what's her butt.
Thar.
Hang on just a second. I gotta get to my sheet to do. Okay, that's still working. At least.
Yep, you see it and she doesn't.
Friends suck.
This is amazing.
We're crazy.
So off in this direction, you see something similar to what you imagine would be what your friends had described previously. You
A
see,
column of fire rising into the sky.
yep.
I want to. Is it going like straight up as far as I can see, like up into the clouds, or does it rise
Yep.
a certain distance and then
It looks a lot like just like a video game waypoint.
pierces up into the heavens? Okay.
Yep,
So how do they not see it?
because it's really far away.
It's really
He's
far away and
seeing
it
it like
flashes.
just barely over the horizon of
Oh.
trees.
Okay.
I get Thar's attention and I point down in the direction that I saw from and tell her, there, I saw one of the columns of fire off to the southeast.
If this keeps happening, I don't really know, but that was terrible. Let me
I thought you were in character for
I
a
enjoyed
second.
that.
Well, there are towns in that direction. it can't be anything good. Who knows how hot that is, a column of fire like that. Hopefully it's not some new diabolical weapon.
You guys,
Have mastered that kind of power yet, do you?
I give her a concerned look. I certainly hope not.
I mean, he knows about what the water nymph lady told us, right? About the plane of fire.
Yeah.
I was not there.
Actually,
He
yeah, he
wasn't
wasn't
there.
there for that.
Oh, okay.
But
Never mind that.
I had a,
He did have a scary dream.
yeah.
And he also was warned by someone that no one else knows, but he
Yeah.
does.
mhm.
Does that
No
spark
one,
anything?
yeah, no one else knows that happened, but yes, he was
Right.
warned by someone.
Yeah, I haven't mentioned it to anybody.
Nope.
Actually, I'm going to do that whenever we get back underway. I think to myself.
What a wonderful world.
What a wonderful world. All right. Guys, all get up in the morning and make your way to the rendezvous point.
At some point, if Ovu gets out to walk along the side, I get out with him, and I strike up a conversation and say, the night we were in the fortress, I had a visitor before I made it to my bunk. Woman, brown hair. It was dark. I couldn't get much detail. Anybody like that been
I
in
like
the
that.
fortress or associating with us?
Oh.
You have no other details than that?
It was dark. My my night vision's good, but she approached me from inside the compound. I can tell you that. She came from the courtyard. I was walking to the east, so she came from within the compound.
You know, come to think of it, some rations went missing last week or so, and nobody really knew where they went, but I didn't think anything of it. Probably just someone taking an extra of their fair share, but I wonder if we had someone secretly living there?
I sort of squint my eyes and shake my head and look back at him and say, "Is security gotten that bad?"
Well, I didn't think so, but now that you
I like a boiled egg.
mention it, maybe.
Do
Why
I
didn't
hear this little chat?
why didn't you track her?
I would have, but she quite literally vanished. And I don't mean got past my vision. She disappeared
Poof.
as
Oh,
if with a spell.
great. Well, we'll have to tell Joseph about this. If we've got some invisible character following us, then that's a concern. What did she say to you?
Does Kirik hear this? He rolled.
I would say he overhears it, yeah.
Let me get back to it so I can role play it. She was trying to warn me about something. She said forces well beyond us were at play, and that I should keep a close eye on them. And I point at the the party and the wagon. The sky's falling. Does that mean anything to you?
The sky is falling. Sounds like a lot of doom speak to me. I don't know.
Well, Etherea's on the march. Strange columns of fire are appearing. I don't know. It's not auspicious. I'll say that.
Well, this shouldn't have sound at all. Stop it.
I like it though.
Yeah, I really like it.
Me too.
Creepy haunted house music, yes!
It's a lot of dudes, bro.
Well, we
Yep.
get a
But not
few
enough.
battalions.
Unfortunately, there's not enough.
Okay.
Well, the group that we're with claims to be able to kill at least 100 men.
Okay. So we like 300 or 300, right?
Yeah, but like smaller.
Way smaller. But we're also fighting a smaller force too, so.
Yes.
Prepare for extermination.
And actually, it is about 11:30 now, so I think we'll probably call it here. We could still play tomorrow night if you wanted to. I mean, I've got content ready. It's up to you guys.
I leave it up to everyone else,
I wouldn't
because
I'm down with that.
I'll show up. If we start early, I can actually stay the entire time because this would be about the time I'd be leaving, but 15 minutes.
I have no problem starting a half hour early as long as it's not going to be pinching anyone's schedules.
I'm good.
I promise to turn on multiple